Welcome back to Mystery Minds, the channel where we unravel stories that shock, intrigue, and leave us questioning the world around us. Today, we bring you the haunting case of Brian Thompson, a healthcare executive whose murder has captivated the nation and left investigators grappling with cryptic clues pointing to a possible motive. Brian Thompson, the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, was a towering figure in the health insurance industry. Known for his sharp leadership and unwavering policies, he managed one of the largest healthcare corporations in the United States, impacting millions of lives. While some admired his business acumen, others accused him of representing an impersonal and profit-driven healthcare system. Mr. Thompson, a father of two who lived in a Minneapolis suburb, had been with Minnesota-based UnitedHealthcare since 2004 and served as chief executive for more than 3 years. On December 4, 2024, Thompson was in New York City for a business trip, staying at the prestigious Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan. He likely expected a routine day of meetings. Instead, he became the target of a brazen and deadly attack. At 6:46 a.m., as Thompson exited the hotel, surveillance footage reveals a chilling sequence. A masked gunman in a gray-black jacket and grayish backpack steps from behind a parked car. Ignoring other pedestrians, the gunman approaches Thompson and fired multiple shots. Surveillance footage revealed the chilling precision of the attack. After shooting Thompson in the chest and leg, the gunman appeared to clear a jammed gun, ejecting a live round before firing again to ensure his victim's death. The shooter fled on foot first and then on an electric bike, leaving chaos and unanswered questions in his wake. Responding emergency workers took Thompson to Mount Sinai West in critical condition, where he was pronounced dead at 7:12 a.m. The shooting happened at West 53rd Street and 6th Avenue in Midtown Manhattan, just blocks from Rockefeller Center, where the annual Christmas tree lighting event will be held Wednesday night. The manager of a parking garage across the street from the hotel told CNN he was inside his office at the time of the shooting and did not hear gunshots. The investigation took a bizarre turn when law enforcement discovered cryptic messages on evidence tied to the shooter. The words delay and depose were found etched into ammunition. Depose was written on a fired shell casing, and delay appeared on the live round ejected from the gun. These inscriptions have investigators exploring a potential motive rooted in the health insurance industry. The words eerily echo the phrase delay, deny, defend, a strategy often associated with managing claims and litigation in the insurance world. Could these cryptic markings be a symbolic condemnation of the industry Thompson represented? Or were they meant to send a message to the public, the corporation, or even Thompson himself? UnitedHealthcare provides coverage for more than 49 million Americans and brought in more than $281 billion in revenue last year as one of the nation's largest health insurers. UnitedHealthcare and its rivals have become frequent targets of criticism from doctors, patients, and lawmakers in recent years for denying claims or complicating access to care. Critics say insurers are increasingly interfering with even routine care, causing delays that can, in some cases, hurt a patient's chances for recovery or even survival. Doctors and patients have become particularly frustrated with prior authorizations, which are requirements that an insurer approve surgery or care before it happens. And the report suggests how UnitedHealthcare had denied or slowed down the treatments of many patients. Expensive medications that slow Alzheimer's disease or help with obesity are frequently not covered or have coverage limits. So many Americans view that these healthcare companies are driven by profit and not for the well-being of the citizens. Could this be the cause of the shooting? The question remains. A source with knowledge of the investigation told that UnitedHealthcare's parent company, UnitedHealth Group, was aware of concerning threats against its high-level executives, although the threats were not directly indicating towards Thompson. The manhunt for the shooter has consumed New York City law enforcement. Surveillance cameras captured the suspect shooting the victim and then fleeing by entering the Port Authority bus terminal shortly after the murder. But there is no footage of him leaving, leading police to believe he may have fled the city. According to the investigators, the suspect crossed the street, began to run, and may have dropped a phone and a bottle of water in the alley. Video at a nearby Starbucks shows the assailant buying a bottle of water and 2 energy bars minutes before the shooting. The phone could yield fingerprints, DNA, and, if police technicians can unlock the phone, other clues to the suspect's identity. Even if it is a burner phone, that might yield clues about communications and searches before the shooting. The water bottle may also have DNA evidence. Authorities later discovered a backpack in Central Park following a sweep of a vast area of lakes, ponds, meadows, playgrounds, and woods called the Ramble, believed to belong to the gunman. Inside were additional items linked to the suspect, though police have not disclosed the specifics. But the authorities, after scanning the area, could not find the gun he used or the bike used for fleeing. A major break came when the suspect, staying at a hostel under a fake ID, flirted with a receptionist, briefly lowering his mask and exposing his face to surveillance cameras. DNA and fingerprint evidence have given police a strong lead, but the killer remains at large. Speculation surrounding the case has captivated the public. Some theorize that Thompson's murder was an act of personal vengeance, possibly by someone whose life was devastated by denied claims or delays in treatment. Others suggest a broader message, a condemnation of corporate greed and its consequences on human lives. The case has also sparked fears among corporate executives, with several health insurance companies removing information about their leadership from public websites. Meanwhile, the nation remains divided, with some expressing outrage at the violence and others viewing it as a grim symbol of frustration with a broken system. Brian Thompson's death is a tragic reminder of the tensions between corporate power and public frustration. With the cryptic messages pointing to the darker side of the insurance industry, the case raises troubling questions. Was this a personal vendetta or a symbolic act of defiance? And what do the words delay and depose truly mean in the context of this horrific crime? NYPD Crime Stoppers has announced a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible. While Thompson's colleagues grieve and politicians decry his murder, some online discussion has shown little sympathy for Thompson or the industry he represented. Instead, social media has been engulfed in expressions of anger at many Americans' dire experiences at the hands of health insurance companies and outrage at the large profits that they generate. There are many comments online, some in support of the crime and some against. What do you think? Was this an act of senseless violence, or does it reflect deeper systemic issues? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned to Mystery Minds for updates on this chilling case, where the search for justice continues.